Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to see all of you right here. Now, this is a housekeeping announcement to invite all of our guests who have come here for this very special launch event to make your way forward. I know you're networking and seeing each other in the industry, like-minded people. We'd like to invite you to make your way forward as we would like to start the launch sequence very soon. All of our guests, thank you for being here today. Please make your way towards the stage. Thank you. A very good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's great to see all of you right here. And on behalf of Volvo Bzl Singapore and SC Auto Industries, welcome to this very special launch event. My name is Ravi. A pleasure to be here, to be the host for this very special launch segment, ladies and gentlemen. I understand from the organizers that we have guests from all over Europe, from Myanmar, from Malaysia, and from Indonesia. In this time and age of the pandemic, and of course living out of the pandemic, we'd like to celebrate in-person events for now going forward. And we're very proud in Singapore to see all of you right here. Let's start this event, ladies and gentlemen, by welcoming each other with a big round of applause. Good to see you here. We're proud to have with us our guests of honor, Mr. Alvin Tan, Minister of State for Trade and Industry and Culture, Community and Youth. Let's welcome him with a round of applause. Good to see you here. His Excellency, Mr. Kent Hastad, Ambassador of Sweden to Singapore. Thank you, sir, for being here. Now, to begin today's proceedings, ladies and gentlemen, I take pride in inviting up on stage the Managing Director of SC Auto Industries to address all of us. Please welcome Ms. Rachel Lee.
Our guest of honor, Mr. Alvin Tan, Minister of State for Trade and Industry, and Culture, Community and Youth. His Excellency, Mr. Ken Hastad, the Ambassador of Sweden to Singapore. Mr. Lee Pak Seng, Assistant CEO, Enterprise Singapore. Mr. Loh Chun Meng, Executive Director, Transport and Logistics, Enterprise Singapore. Mr. Dan Patterson, SVP, Volvo Bzl Corporation. Mr. Matt Nelson, Director of Volvo Bzl, Asia Pacific Central. Mr. Tan Xiaochua, PBM, Chairman, SC Auto Industries. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, a very good morning to everyone here and those joining us live streaming right now. Welcome to the launch of Volvo Bzl SC Neustar, City Full Electric Bus, Singapore's and Asia's first. I'm happy to see many of our business partners, education institutions, government agencies, city and private bus operators, customers and friends from Singapore, and many of you flying in just for this event from Europe, Australia, Malaysia, Indonesia, and Myanmar. Your presence today shows your strong support for SC Auto and Volvo Bus as we embark on this sustainable journey together with you. Today's launch is an important step for SC Auto as we roll out viable electric buses as part of the sustainable land transport solution for Singapore. We believe this to be an important contribution to the nation's agenda of transitioning to a climate-friendly, net zero emissions mobility sector by 2040. I'm delighted that our strong partnership with Volvo Buses has helped to unlock more possibilities in green transport. Their pioneering automotive technology, coupled with our expertise in building best-in-class buses, are particularly well matched. As a homegrown manufacturer, we take great pride in our products, and we are confident that this electric bus meets with our customers and the regulators' high expectations on sustainability and climate-suited infrastructures. The new electric bus is designed, engineered, and built in Singapore, right here at SC Auto, together with Volvo. It took us about 1 year from design, engineering to the final build of this prototype. SC Auto and Volvo's team coming together to design this 3-door, 0-step, full low-floor electric city bus. The design focused on quality, safety, durability, and sustainability. The structures are designed using ferritic stainless steel, which is very high in tensile strength, highly durable, and is lightweight. This enhances the durability of this electric bus. The use of double-glazed, low-emissive coated glass technology reduces the radiant heat transfer from and to the interior of the bus compartment. This optimizes the efficient use of the aircon system from the battery, thus enhancing the overall performance of this electric bus by extending the miles per kilowatt hours. The design also takes into consideration for fire safety. The batteries are integrated on the roof and separated from the passenger compartment. Further, the roof is designed with multiple fire protection layers with fire retardant materials to mitigate fire. The vehicle is also designed with automatic fire suppression system over the batteries and motors. At our facility here in Singapore, we adopt advanced manufacturing production processes from raw materials to parts fabrication to the final production, which allow us to create local manufacturing content of more than 50%. The serial production of the Volvo Bzl SC Neustar City Electric Bus will be produced in SC Auto's 200,000 square feet factory right here in Singapore. This is in line with Singapore's 10-year manufacturing plan to increase the manufacturing sector by 50% by 2030, which is a key driver of our nation's economic growth. Now, SC Auto is prepared to create more and more important jobs, opportunities for Singaporeans, and upgrade the skills of our existing workforce. Additionally, SC Auto plans to work with local tertiary educations and institutions such as ITEs, polytechnics, and universities to help nurture our next generation of engineers as they enter the workforce. One example is the ITE Work-Study Diploma, which is a 2.5-year program, allows students to work and receive relevant training in our company, earn a full salary, and continue to study and learn from ITE lecturers. At the end of the program, they receive a recognized diploma. Through this electric bus project, we are creating the future skills which is needed for the EV ecosystem for Singapore. We are proud to have the electric bus being designed, engineered, and built here in Singapore. We have now become part of the ecosystem, in fact, contributing to Singapore's green plan, where 100% of the vehicles are to run on cleaner energy by 2040. Electric vehicles technology will be deepened and new innovation will be created here in Singapore. It means to us a new era has begun. For our next generation, what types of skills and knowledge they need to equip themselves with to support our nation's sustainability journey. From EV design, manufacturing, quality control, diagnostics, up to repairs. Now, many other countries have started to embark on the same sustainability mobility. The Volvo Bzl SC Neustar will go beyond Singapore. SC Auto's manufacturing plant in Singapore and Myanmar will allow us to export the electric bus to ASEAN countries under the Free Trade Agreement. We are able to supply the electric city bus in complete knockdown or semi-knockdown modules, allowing high flexibility and scalability for export countries, which may be more economical for localized productions. Many people have contributed to the success of the first Volvo Bzl SC Neustar City Electric Bus, and I want to thank them. To our customers and business partners, Your trust and continuous support to us has helped us create this Singapore and Asia's first. Our business relationship is strategic, and we continue to deepen. To Enterprise Singapore, thank you for your support in our journey for the R&D and internationalization efforts. This has helped to create opportunities for the company to scale greater heights. Finally, to SC Auto's team and Volvo's team, we have witnessed the can-do attitude in this collaboration. More than 100 meetings, both on-site and off-site, across continents took place in the last 12 months. We are committed, we are passionate, we are stronger together. On this note, I thank everyone present today and those on live streaming now for celebrating this significant milestone with SC Auto and Volvo Buses. I wish everyone great success, great health. Have a great time with the launch event today. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ms. Lee, for that very inspiring speech. And now addressing all of us, ladies and gentlemen, here is Director of Volvo Bzl Asia Pacific Central Region. Coming up is Mr. Mats Nielsen. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you so much. What a lovely sight. I've said it before, but it's so nice to see people three-dimensionally and not just two-dimensionally these days. And I think we're all happy to meet up. So ladies and gentlemen, good morning and a very warm welcome to you, our esteemed guests, friends and partners. A special thanks for joining us goes to our guest of honor, the Minister of State, Mr. Alvin Tan, in charge of trade and industry, as well as culture, community and youth. Also to our special guest, His Excellency Mr. Kent Härstedt, the Ambassador of Sweden to Singapore. And I'd also like to extend a special thanks for the guests that have come from far away, including Jakarta, Kuala Lumpur and other places. On behalf of Volvo Buses and together with SC Auto Industries, it's a great pleasure and quite a bit of excitement for me this morning to finally share this latest milestone that you will soon discover on our journey into electromobility with you, and to officially announce the launch of the first ever Volvo Bzl SC Neustar city full electric bus. First one in Asia, first one in Singapore, first one globally. So today we're showcasing both the all-new Volvo Bzl SC Neustar City bus, but also the Bzl full electric chassis. This gives you the opportunity to fully see, feel, and understand the complete vehicle, inside out, top to bottom. So please take the opportunity to inspect the chassis and later on the complete vehicle. Since day one, our customers and business partners know that we are a trusted partner when it comes to safety. I would even claim that the Volvo brand has sometimes been close to synonymous with the word safety itself. Safety is a true core value for us, and it's in our DNA, in our blood, since our foundation in 1927. Accordingly, it has been paramount in the design, the development and the sourcing of components for the Bzl electric chassis. We would not cut any corners in getting this or any other product for that sake to the market. In line with our second core value, quality, we at Volvo Buses are committed to being the best business partner throughout the lifetime of the vehicles. We are not interested in just delivering an electric bus that does not have the surrounding infrastructure and competencies to support our partners in operating electric successfully. We work hard and we work hand in hand with our partner, Comfort Delgro Engineering, Volvo Buses' sole authorized dealer for spare parts and services in Singapore, to develop trainings and courses for Volvo certified technicians in the service workshop. This strong partnership between Volvo and CDG has lasted for more than 20 years. We know that our team, or our teams, are fully equipped with knowledge and expertise to safely work on electric vehicles before and after the delivery of the unit. The third core value of our brand is environmental care, and this has been the case since the 1970s. At Volvo Buses, environmental care means sustainability. The Volvo Bzl electric chassis that you see here today has been developed to be over 90% recyclable. And as a matter of fact, the complete bus here is 90% recyclable. So that's a joint effort in favor of the environment. In addition, as some of you already know, 2 weeks ago, a memorandum of understanding was signed at the Volvo booth at the Singapore International Transport Congress and Exhibition. The MOU was signed between Volvo Buses and TESS, present here today. The MOU officially kicks off the development of batteries' second life management and represent a commitment from us at Volvo Buses to initiate a local solution for a sustainable future in Singapore. The direction that we are moving towards is a holistic approach, all the way from the design, the development and the responsible sourcing, to the sustainable battery life cycle management at the end of the vehicle, second life or third life. And it's a true effort to consider a real life cycle assessment or a cradle-to-grave impact of services and products that we're selling. The journey to provide this full electric bus has actually been a short time frame. It's undoubtedly been challenging, but our strategic partnership with SC Auto was critical in realizing this achievement. I would say that there could be moments of tension, but always constructive tension, and always going towards a common goal, delivering the right product with the right support, the right quality, the right features. We started this, the vehicle arrived here, the chassis arrived in March, so it's pretty much been close to 9 months. It makes me think about a pregnancy, and this has been smoother than the pregnancy of some of my children, I would like to say. Through experience, we know that we need to work closely with our customers and partners to be able to tailor electromobility solutions to each individual city and operator. Our proud partnership with SC Auto involves competence transfer, bringing the best of the two worlds together, from design of the body, the selection and use of the materials, development of the complete bus, training of the personnel, and finally resulting in what you see here today, the complete Volvo Bzl SC Neustar City Full Electric Bus that is designed by Singapore, in Singapore, for Singapore, and importantly, well beyond Singapore. I know that today at our launch we have delegates from public transport authorities, city bus operators, private operators and owners, associates, as well as participants from, for instance, EDB, ESG, universities and colleges. At Volvo Buses, we strongly believe that in these exciting, changing and complex times, partnership is the new leadership. Through the development of the Volvo Bzl SC Neustar City, we think that we put more meaning to the word glocal. And we do hope that the pioneering partnership between Volvo and SC Auto will bring inspiration and set an example that goes beyond not only this industry, but once again, beyond Singapore. We think that today marks a key milestone for the manufacturing industry, and it is an important step towards a vision for a greener, cleaner, quieter, safer, smarter, and more sustainable city. We're confident that this full electric Volvo Bzl SC Neustar City Bus will play a role in shaping the future of public transportation. It will soon be tested and plying the roads of Singapore. To conclude, I would like to extend this thanks to our trusted partner SC Auto, and thank you for the great support and collaboration in making this release possible. I used to say I lived in Malaysia for 5 years. I said Malaysia is my second home. Nowadays I think Senoko is also my second home, or maybe the third one. So we thank all of you here today for taking time out of your busy schedules and for attending this event here at this very place where the complete bus is built. We hope and believe that this joint initiative is only the beginning of something much bigger that starts here in Senoko and moves well beyond. So thank you everybody. Terima kasih. Sheshe.
Thank you, Mr. Nielsen, and great to have you in Singapore as well. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I invite our guest of honor, Minister of State for Trade and Industry, Culture, Community and Youth, to address us, Mr. Alvin Tan. Good to have you.
His Excellency Ken Harstedt, Ambassador of the Kingdom of Sweden to Singapore, Mr. Emil Ekander, Trade Commissioner of the Business Sweden, Mats Nilsson, Director of Volvo Buses Asia Pacific, Mr. Tan Xiao Chua, Chairman SC Auto, Madam Rachel Lee, Managing Director SC Auto, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen that are also tuning in. Mr. Tan told me that you have to do this because you want to make sure that this moment is captured not just in Singapore, not just in Senoko, but also global. It's a historic moment. And I thought a historic moment must be captured by looking back in history. Matt, you talked about 1927, but I don't need to go back too far. I hope Mr. Tan will allow me to share a little bit about your history also, and where SC Auto started, and where you are moving forward into the future. And also the theme about local to global, glocal, as Matt's mentioned. We are here, of course, to celebrate the milestone for SC Auto and our local mobility ecosystem. And today, as we had known and we had discussed, we will be launching the first made-in-Singapore electric bus models today. But it started off back in the day with Mr. Tan. And SC Auto started as a private transport operator for school and charter buses. And Mr. Tan ventured into bus building. He told me that he's passionate about building buses, and then starting from a one-man operation in 1978 after finishing your NS. Then by 1995, your company grew to a fleet of 40 buses, providing bus transport to workers and school children. Then you went into bus body manufacturing and workshop repair services. All very, very humble and started off very simply. You then sold off your company from SC Auto in 1998 to focus back on your passion for bus building. Building on your experience over the years and your understanding of the local transport sector, SC Auto then began to design buses that catered to the needs of local operators. Over time, you developed your end-to-end capability to manufacture an entire bus. In 2018, you then launched your proprietary brand of the long-distance travel coach. We talked about that earlier on, the SC Neustar. It was well received, allowed you then also to make headway into overseas markets, such as in Hong Kong and also in Myanmar. But you did not stop in your transformation journey. You continue to invest in research and development to improve your productivity, to produce more cost effectively and expand many of your product offerings. For example, you installed high-tech equipment such as 3D laser, pipe cutting, and automatic welding robots to strengthen your manufacturing capabilities. You also see some of these improvements and installations in your manufacturing facility today. Now, these efforts of research and development also provides a competitive edge as you pursue business opportunities both in Singapore and also beyond Singapore. As more consumers embrace sustainability and pivot to cleaner energy vehicles, SC Auto also acted fast to kickstart your next phase of growth. You've received also, and I just want to also acknowledge my colleagues from Enterprise Singapore. Pak Sing is here. Rachel, you mentioned earlier on how the strong collaboration between government and also SC Auto, particularly Enterprise Singapore and others, have been pivotal to your transformation. SC Auto has then also received many of that work and also continual support from Enterprise Singapore in the form of advice, support, information, as well as link-ups to all of the relevant stakeholders. SC Auto is also a participant in the second run of the Enterprise Singapore's Scale Up program. So in line with all of these recommendations made up at the Scale Up program on capturing new business opportunities from the growing green movement that we are seeing for sustainable transport options, SC Auto then also took the next step to collaborate with Volvo Bzl to diversify your product line and venture into the development of an electric city bus variant of the SC Neustar, something which I think many of us cannot wait to unveil very, very shortly. But this move towards the city bus market also strengthened SC Auto's business resilience, as Rachel and I mentioned earlier on and discussed that city buses are a key feature of cities' transportation networks. And under this collaboration, Volvo Bzl will provide the structural framework, while SC Auto will focus on bodybuilding, not just on that bodybuilding, but on the bus bodybuilding, and also assembly, with the aim of developing your own expertise in electric vehicles. This R&D project is supported by Enterprise Singapore through the Enterprise Development Grant. And it also talks to the commitment that the Singapore government will work very closely with our local enterprises in partnership, as Matt's mentioned, with global, reputable, established partners to make this a reality. Now, talking about the SC Neustar Volvo Bzl, it will be one of the first Singapore-made electric bus models. This electric bus model will be able to marry the demands of running on clean energy with the ability to run at a speed and range comparable to conventional buses. It is also packed with the latest technologies such as remote vehicle data analysis, zone management system, and preventive management maintenance diagnostic, thereby ensuring safer journeys for all. And predictive maintenance also allows you to make sure that you can predict when you want to maintain your vehicle, and also make sure that you don't maintain it too early or repair too early. That helps you to increase your productivity and also reduce your manpower. With this development, we have thus made another step into developing a greener and more sustainable land transport sector. And on this note, again, I want to thank Volvo Bzl and our Swedish partners for lending your support and your deep expertise in this partnership. It is really a stellar example of how we can partner each other in our innovation journey. And through the partnership with Volvo Bzl, SE Auto has developed a product that meets the global demand for sustainable transport options. Volvo Bzl, in turn, is able to tap into SE Auto's capabilities and networks in Singapore and the region, and creating both a win-win partnership. Now, we also saw a renewed focus, as many of you know, at COP27, of how every industry, not just the emissions-intensive one, must play every part to decarbonize if we are to make the planet greener for us and our children. Hence, it's crucial that our companies develop your expertise and your capabilities in sustainability and be competitive and relevant in a low-carbon future. Many of us know that the transport sector accounts for about a fifth of global emissions, and there's a huge potential for sustainable transport to impact climate change. So what you are doing right now is making a sustainable and also an impactful impact on climate. So we need new ideas, we need new breakthroughs, we need new partnerships. And I hope many companies will set their eyes on these green opportunities, not just in Singapore, but in the region and the world. On our part, we are committed to support homegrown companies like SC Auto to build your green expertise and your capabilities. There are various initiatives I mentioned earlier on, such as the Enterprise Sustainability Program, that support companies to uplift your capabilities and also to seize these growth areas in the green economy. So I encourage more companies to tap on to this, work with MTI, work with Enterprise Singapore, to be like SC Auto. We talked earlier on about the heritage of SC Auto. We talked about the heritage of Volvo and about buses. And I shared with Rachel, I shared with Mr. Tan that growing up, sitting buses, my father had an old Volvo. And then as I had my own children, we also had a Volvo. It's our own family bus. Well, my wife drives one and it's our family bus. And it's that reputation also about safety, about security and reliability. And for Volvo to come into Singapore, to have your confidence into an enterprising and historic company like SC Auto, puts Singapore into a global map. We talked about Singapore after COVID-19 having our reputation burnished by how we collectively as a country have become, as Rachel mentioned, stronger together. Singapore is back in the game. And we thank you for your confidence in us. We will continue to strengthen Singapore's value proposition so that more companies, more industries, and more partnerships like the ones that we see today can come into fruition. I can't wait to unveil the bus, and I look forward to more partnerships coming up. Thank you and congratulations to both SC Auto and to Volvo.
Thank you, Minister, sir. Thank you, Mr. Tan. Thank you very much. Thank you most of all for sharing with us the commitment of the Singapore government towards a sustainable future, and love the way he said, Singapore, we are indeed back in the game. Now, I know we were all excited to reveal the bus, but just bear with me, ladies and gentlemen, as I now like to invite our other guest of honor on stage, His Excellency Ken Hastad, Ambassador of Sweden to Singapore, to address us. Let's welcome him with a round of applause.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. Minister for State and the Industry, Mr. Tan, also Minister for Culture and Youth, Community, Deputy CEO Lee, Enterprise Singapore, Senior Vice President Pettersson from Volvo, Mr. Tan, Chair of SE Auto Industries, and many other honorable guests. Please all welcome. It's an honor for me to be here representing Sweden today. I'm part of representing 400 Swedish companies present here in Singapore. And I can say all of them are very much in the forefront of the spirit of green transition. I'm also proud to say that they are very successful in their work and their relationship with Singapore. I know that, to mention a few of them, I know that 10,000 Singaporeans every day have a lunch at IKEA, and I'm probably looking for some furniture at the same time. I know that many Singaporeans also listen to some music, probably through Spotify, and I can mention many other Swedish companies that actually influence the daily life of Singaporeans. I also want to say something about Sweden in general. That we have 400 companies here is not by coincidence. It's also, I think, which I learned this year, I arrived here in January, also that we are actually very much a perfect match. A perfect match between Singapore and Sweden. We have done the similar journeys, going from being very poor to becoming top-notch in development. I have also learned, because I've been with many business leaders on their meetings with Singaporean counterparts or authorities, that Singapore is not so easy to deal with always. And we should be grateful for that, because Singapore is always looking for the best. And when they found the best, they ask for 20% more. So I really learned how Singapore is pushing the agenda. And I will say that also on a serious note, because I think, especially when it comes to the green transition in the world, it's not just a survival game for Singapore or for the rest of the world. I think Singapore is really showing leadership. And before saying a few more things of today's event, because it is really much materialized today. This is in the spirit of what I say. That kind of spirit is actually part of all the business meetings here. I had one EU colleague, an ambassador that newly arrived to Singapore. That ambassador accompanied a minister of trade from that country, going to a meeting with the Singaporean counterpart, probably at your ministry. And when reporting back to the rest of EU ambassadors, said, I was so surprised. I thought it was only going to be about trade, but half the meeting was about climate change and the green transition. And this is something we all should be proud of when we are talking about Singapore. Singapore is pushing the agenda also to trade and business, and that is for the survival of all of us and the coming generations. So today, I think, materialized just that. Climate change is one of the key challenges to the concern of all of us. Singapore is taking the lead and also taking a firm action to build a sustainable future for all of us. SG Green Plan chart ambitions and concrete targets over the next 10 years to achieve 75% mass public transport in 2030, and for public buses to have 100% cleaner energy bus fleet by 2040. Electromobility is, of course, one of the key initiatives towards these sustainability targets. The all-new Volvo, this is a nice combination, Bzl.SC Neustar. I made it, I think. Full electric bus provides a viable solution as a greener way for people to travel here in Singapore. I'm very excited to know that Volvo Buses and SE Auto Industries collaboration in realizing this vision and coming up with state-of-the-art products, bringing the best of the two worlds, which is an amazing activity that not only tightens the business relationship between Sweden and Singapore, but also helps to improve local competence, skills, and knowledge that we just heard on the speech before. Swedish companies as Volvo, have been continuously collaborating with the respective industry stakeholders to promote the use of clean vehicles. In Europe, all vehicles will be zero emission in the coming years in the city bus traffic. In 2020, when 145 new Volvo 7900 electric articulated buses were put into traffic in central Gothenburg, emissions of nitrogen oxide have almost halved from about 108 tons to 58 tons. Another positive effect is the reduction of particles. Those emissions have decreased by almost 20% from around 900 kilos to 730 kilos. I know Volvo have a solid presence in Singapore for over 43 years now and has been bringing in many first of its kind to the country. We are proud that Swedish heritage and knowledge are being appreciated and continuously contribute to the long-term future developments of Singapore. Today, I'm glad to see such an encouraging participation today from the authorities, from bus operators, high-tech companies, as well as universities and institutions, and all the others of you who have gathered today. I hope this pioneering partnership between Volvo and SE Auto will transfer great knowledge and experience, not only in public transport, but also in logistics and personal mobility, not only in Singapore, but also that goes beyond the region. One thing I also learned this year here in Singapore is actually if you make it in Singapore, you can get a driving license for doing business in other parts of Asia. So of course, we have great hopes that Singapore and SE Auto here together will be successful way beyond in the region, because we see this as a very good quality mark that this is launched here today. I'm delighted to know that our manufacturers like Volvo, SE Auto go beyond just offering the product and services, but also taking steps forward to long-term sustainability by offering a product that is over 90% recyclable, as we heard before. That's something we should think about later when we see the product here. I'm confident that collaborations coupled with global standards, with local expertise, will set up industry examples. And before just concluding, I just want to say we are really a good match. Swedish top-notch companies, Swedish research, and a country like ours, not big maybe by size, but not by population. We have been top 10 in the world in innovations for decade after decade after decade. And combine this with the brightest minds of Singapore and good entrepreneurs here, we are a perfect match. So once again, congratulations to Volvo Buses and SE Auto Industries for the launch of this amazing product. And I can't wait to see the Volvo Bzl SE Neustar City to hit the road in Singapore and the region very soon. Thank you so much and congratulations.
His Excellency, thank you very much, sir. Appreciate it. We too in Singapore are very proud of this collaboration. As you've heard the several speeches, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say that the delivery of the first Volvo Bzl SE Neustar full electric city bus within a short time frame is challenging, to say the least. As our event theme today, Stronger Together, the two companies have worked closely, extensively in the last year to make the vision of the first full electric city bus realized. The bus that is proudly designed in Singapore, by Singapore, for Singapore, as through the many speeches that you've heard, beyond Singapore. But let me now ask you to give your attention to the screen as we will now show you this very special journey that has taken place. Presenting to you, ladies and gentlemen, the building of the very first Volvo Bzl SE Neustar City. Take it away, boys. Let's celebrate this with a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. We're just minutes away to reveal the bus on your left. I'd like now to invite all of our dignitaries up on stage to commemorate the launch segment. We have Mr. Alvin Tan, Minister of State for Trade and Industry and Culture, Community and Youth. We'd now like to also invite His Excellency Mr. Ken Hastad, Ambassador of Sweden, Mr. Tan, Chairman of SC Auto Industries, Mr. Dan Peterson, Senior Vice President and Head of Business Unit Chassis of Volvo Bzl, Mr. Lee Park Singh, Assistant Chief Executive Officer of Enterprise Singapore, Mr. Matt Nielsen, Director of Volvo Bzl Asia Pacific region as well. And of course, on stage completing this entire VIP entourage, we have Ms. Rachel Lee, Managing Director of SC Autos Industries. All right. As the event theme, ladies and gentlemen, Stronger Together, dignitaries, I invite you to place your palms to the back, right? A very special moment for all of us right now on this electrification rings. Here we are. Very shortly, ladies and gentlemen, we'll have a special moment as we invite you not to look so quickly. Right there. Here we go.
2, 1, 0.
The ball of electricity right there, and it's swinging very shortly towards the bus. It's lighting up, ladies and gentlemen. All right, it's going through. Ladies and gentlemen, we at Singapore are proud to present, together with Volvo, the first ever Volvo Bzl SC Neustar full electric bus. Let's celebrate this with a big round of applause, everyone. Come on. You will indeed have your chance to take a tour of the bus. We'd now like to invite Mr. Tan from SC Auto to just step forward a little bit, sir. On behalf of Volvo Buses and SC Auto, we'd like to present a token of appreciation to our guest of honor, Mr. Alvin Tan. A photo moment, please. Thank you very much, gentlemen. I invite you to stand back for just a little bit. And now I'd like to invite Mr. Matt Nielsen from Volvo Buses to step forward. I would also like to present to our other guest of honor, His Excellency Mr. Hastad, a token of our appreciation from Volvo. All right, our VIP entourage together with our tokens of appreciation. Just a step forward, please, to this X as we have a group photograph taken. I'll step out of the way. Okay, big smiles, everybody, right in front. Big smiles. And if you could just bear with me for a moment, I'd now like to invite the Executive Director, Transport and Logistics at Enterprise Singapore, Mr. Law Chun Ming, to join our VIP entourage. Ladies and gentlemen, he's coming up for the first time supporting the chorus as well. Let's welcome him with a round of applause. Very special moment indeed for all of us right here. We'd now like to invite our guests of honor for a walk around the bus, a tour of the Bzl SC, ladies and gentlemen. Our VIP entourage is taking a tour, ladies and gentlemen. We invite you to remain seated right here as we have a very special video to present to you. The first Volvo Bzl Neustar electric bus features, that is. All right, ladies and gentlemen, are we ready with the video? Brilliant, guys. All right, ladies and gentlemen, just a short while as we bring you a 5 to 7 minute video to show you what you will see clearly when you board the bus. Let's take a look.
Good morning. I'm Achut Das, Electromobility Lead for APAC Central Markets. Today, I'm going to take you on a walk around of our new Volvo Bzl SC Neustar City electric bus. When you look at the exterior front of the bus, you will see sleek, contemporary design with practical elements. Quick and easily replaceable modular FRP parts to minimize downtime and reduce repair costs. Another significant element that you would see is the use of LED lighting for the high beam lamp, low beam lamp, turn lights and fog lights. The bus is also equipped with rain sensing wipers and a collision warning system. Continuing to the right side of the bus, the consumable batteries and power steering system are conveniently located underneath the front of the vehicle. The front axle of this bus is common with most of the Volvo entry, low entry and hybrid bus models, meaning tried and tested components offering reliability and long-time support for the life of the product. We have used double glazed glasses for this bus. It helps minimize heat transfer, thus resulting in energy savings through improved performance. The body panel is made of aluminium alloy, corrosion resistant and highly durable. Beneath the aluminium alloy panel is a robust structure made of ferritic steel which has a high corrosion resistance, high yield strength and light in weight, which is meant to last for a minimum period of 17 years. As you can see, throughout the exterior of the bus, we have easy access hatches for all service items. What you see here is an electric air compressor which provides all the required air for the vehicle's pneumatic system. Taking one step behind, the shock absorbers and rear air bellows have not only been designed for superior comfort but also for ease of servicing, as they can be easily accessed from outside the vehicle. Let's move to the rear of the bus. Located at the right rear or the rear of the bus is a CCS2 charging socket. The bus can be quickly charged with DC power up to a maximum of 150 kilowatt hours, meaning this bus can be charged fully in just over 3 hours. A simple LED indicator light above the charging socket shows the charging status of the vehicle, whether on charge or fully charged. A charging session can be easily ended when pressing the stop button, which mechanically releases the plug from the charging socket. This prevents accidental disconnection of the plug during charging, another key safety feature. One of the most important features of the Volvo Bzl Electric from an operational perspective is the rear of the vehicle. Volvo and SC Auto have purposefully designed the bus so there are minimal components in this area. This means in the event of accidents at the rear end of the vehicle, it's more cost effective, faster and safer for repairs to be carried out. This bus is also equipped with an automatic fire extinguishing system which provides an additional layer of safety for the batteries and the high voltage motor. So, where are the batteries? The battery and the cooling system are located on the roof with 5 batteries with a total of 470 kilowatt hour of energy. As safety is a core value here at Volvo, the batteries or the energy storage system as we call it meet or exceed all European safety requirements. What we've got here is the electric motor driveline. The twin drive compact electric motor is coupled to a 2-stage gearbox to provide a high output torque of 31,000 Newton meter at the wheels. Continuing with safety on the chassis, all the high voltage components are appropriately labeled and cables are colored in orange In the event a component or a cable is opened, an additional safety system called the high voltage isolation loop will immediately disconnect the 600 volt system to ensure the safety of the personnel and the bus. The bus is 12-meter long and we have provided 3 doors for easy ingress and egress of passengers. The front door is 1.2 meter wide with inward swing doors. The middle door is 1.2 meter wide with sliding doors. And the rear door is 800 millimeter wide with forward sliding doors. Come, let's step inside the bus. Stepping inside the Volvo Bzl Electric, you'll immediately notice a full low flow and open layout with vibrant choice of colors. It provides all passengers ease of access to the seats and a more comfortable experience. The driver's workspace or the cockpit is ergonomically designed as per ISO 16121 standards. The bus can carry up to 89 passengers, 28 seated passengers and 61 standing passengers. The bus also comes with 2 wheelchair areas with wheelchair restraints. Special care has been taken to provide high quality, lightweight, anti-vandalism and shatters-free seats from Kiel, Germany. These seats are also very light, whereby both the seats put together weigh only 15 kgs, which is approximately 30% lesser than other seats available on buses in the market today. As we move to the rear of the bus, a unique body safety design of the bus is this emergency exit. It's a first of its kind in Singapore. In case of an emergency where the exit doors are blocked, one may use this exit to step out of the bus. Care has also been taken to provide key access points to major components from inside the bus to ensure ease of serviceability.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I think Archudas deserves a round of applause right there for that very clear description. With that, I'd like to take a look at the camera that's doing the live stream. We'd like to say to all of our audience from overseas, thank you for being with us. Hope to see you live in Singapore the next time to join us for an event as well. But thank you. We've ended transmission with you. And again, on behalf of Volvo and SE Auto, thank you for spending your time with us. For the rest of us right here, ladies and gentlemen, the tour of the buses will begin very shortly.